Sandalow.
Good afternoon, Chairman Wells, members of the Human Services Committee. My name is Judith Sandalow. I'm the Executive Director of the Children's Law Center and a resident of the district. I'm testifying today on behalf of CLC, which is the largest nonprofit legal services organization in the district and the only such organization devoted to a full spectrum of children's legal services. Every year we represent 1,200 low-income children and families. The majority of our clients are either children in the foster care system or their foster and kinship parents. I am pleased to testify in strong support of the Adoption Reform Amendment Act, especially the provisions in the bill that would extend adoption and guardianship subsidies until youth turn 21 and expand guardianship subsidies to include foster parents who are not kin to a child. I thank you, Chairman Wells, and your colleague, Councilmember Michael Brown, for the leadership you have shown in moving the bill forward. CLC currently represents numerous clients for whom this bill will make an immediate and significant difference. In fact, I think we believe we have dozens of clients who can move to permanency once this bill passes. Passing the bill's subsidy reform elements would remove the only barrier that stands between these youth and legal permanency. I'd like to tell you about one of our clients as an example. We are the guardian ad litem for an 18-year-old young woman. She has finally found stability with a foster family with whom she has lived for the past 3 years. Adoption is inappropriate for her because she has a strong connection to her birth family, and she does not want to be adopted. Under current law, her foster family is not eligible for a guardianship subsidy because they are not kin. Understanding these concerns, the family court has set her goal as APLA. Now, even this stability is in doubt. Her foster family is moving to North Carolina. Without a legal permanency option that fits her needs, this young person may be stuck in the foster care system here in the district, rather than being able to move with her family. If the Council enacts this bill and ensures that it will take effect by the summer, then she will be able to leave foster care and stay with the family that she has called her own for the past 3 years. My written testimony tells of several more children who are clients of ours who will leave foster care for legally permanent homes if this legislation passes. Beyond our own clients, we know that these changes will have a significant impact. Professor Mary Eschelbach-Hansen, one of the nation's leading scholars on adoption, will testify today that these subsidy changes will lead to more than 100 more children every single year leaving foster care to permanent families. These subsidy changes are not only good for children, but also good for the government's bottom line, as you know. The CFO projects that they will result in $3.9 million in savings over the next 4 years. We strongly urge the committee, though, to change the timing of the adoption and guardianship subsidy amendments to take effect immediately. Quite simply put, the sooner the bill takes effect, the sooner new adoptions and guardianships can occur. The current bill has an effective date of October 1st. This delay will cause the young woman I testified about to be separated from her family. It also creates an incentive for lawyers and judges to delay adoptions and guardianships until the law takes effect. Indeed, in the past month, our office has fielded numerous phone calls from volunteer pro bono attorneys planning to wait to file for adoption or guardianship until after October 1st, obviously unnecessary delaying permanency for youth and costing the district money. In addition, we urge members of the committee to ask your colleagues on the Council to enact the bill, or at least the adoption and guardianship subsidy provisions, to take effect immediately via emergency and temporary legislation. I think, as you know, Council Member, this is an issue that's been in discussion for, I think we counted 30 to 35 years, and so I think we've had a lot of conversation, and it would be ripe for emergency legislation. We are all aware that the district government as a whole, and CFSA in particular, face budget pressure so significant as to constitute a fiscal emergency. The sooner this bill takes effect, the sooner savings will be realized. I would direct your attention to my written testimony, which recommends several very specific technical amendments about which I would be happy to answer any questions. Now I'd like to turn briefly to another section of the bill. I would urge the committee to limit the scope of the bill's provision for judicially enforceable post-adoption contact agreements to private adoptions, or to table that section until there is an opportunity for more discussion with the foster and adoptive parent community. Rather than elaborate on that, I would say that we agree with the perspectives that Nancy Smith and Margie Chalofsky will testify about later today. Again, I thank you, Chairman Wells, and your co-introducers and co-sponsors for your leadership on these issues. I hope this bill will move rapidly toward enactment, and that the subsidy provisions in particular are enacted quickly as emergency and temporary legislation. Thank you.